Anime has produced some of the wildest variety of characters I've seen in fiction. On one hand, we got people like Goku, Gojo, Sun Jin Woo, characters that stay aura farming and winning at everything. Well, mostly everything. They also contribute to Krispy Kreme production with the amount of glaze they be getting on the daily. It is insane! Hey, but on the other hand, anime also got characters that are the complete polar opposite of that. Characters that just be making me want to throw my remote at this screen. Because every time I see them, I either just cringe at their entire existence or just feel sorry as fuck for them. Because I would even go as far as to say I would never wish anybody in this world to live any of their lives. Not even my greatest ops deserve this shit. Because these motherfuckers always be catching straight L's since the moment they were thought into existence, whether it's them getting fucked by the plot of their anime or the internet straight up flaming them for how cringe or dumb their character is. So today I'm gonna be talking about some of anime's biggest losers, ranging from casual shonen anime to romance anime. Anyways, we gonna start with Deku from My Hero Academia, which is probably the most known character from this list. I mean, damn near the entire cast is in Fortnite. This dude went from being one of the most broken, overpowered, overtuned superheroes I ever seen to working at 9 to 5 and putting the fries in the bag while his whole class is off being pro heroes. I'm just playing. I know that the story ends with him still being a top 10 hero, but still, that power fall off is as crazy as James Harden's fall off after the 2020 NBA season. But if I'm being perfectly honest, Deku wasn't really losing fights like that, and he wasn't getting hoed by the plot of his own series that much. If anything, he got some of the coldest panels I've seen in a manga. Bro was moving like 2018 LeBron in this bit. But the reason he's gotta be labeled as one of anime's biggest losers is because everything associated with him on the internet is just pure cringe, because the fans, oh my god, the fans, dog, are fucking horrendous. This dude is quite commonly associated with anime fans who, number one, don't shower, and number two, make anime their entire personality unironically and do the hi guys, what's going on? And I'm not gonna lie, the motherfuckers that are fans of him quite literally give not only Deku such a horrible rep, but also anime in general. These motherfuckers make Kendrick and Drake dick riders seem like complete saints. If Deku were to live in our world to see his own fandom and see millions of fanfics of him fucking his homeboy and the person he looks up to, he wouldn't want to be here anymore. These fans are ass. And because of that side of the fandom, this is why I think Deku just gets constantly clowned on by the internet for no reason. Not too long ago, Death Battle released a video of Deku versus Miles Morales, which is a hypothetical of who would win in a one-on-one fight, and in the video, Deku ended up cooking Miles, and bro, the reaction from Twitter was nothing of what I expected. Instead of being like, yeah, Deku low-key cooks Miles, that shit kind of makes sense, Twitter was chalking this shit up as if it was the 2012 Miami Heat versus the Charlotte Bobcats. Straight overkill, calling Deku a street tier merchant. I don't think I have ever seen a character get clowned on over winning a hypothetical fight in a death battle video. This shit is actually D1 hating, but I can't lie, it was pretty funny, I'm not gonna hold you. However, unlike Deku, there is a character who is justifiably hated on because his character in his story genuinely just reeks ass, and it would have been better off if he just never existed. We got Kazuya from Rent a Girlfriend, and bro, if you've never watched or read this show, you should just keep it that way, gang. You're not doing any good for yourself by investing your time into this series. Now, for the uninformed who don't know anything about this show or manga, this dude Kazuya, the main character, rents a girlfriend after his crazy ass ex breaks up with him, and because of a whole bunch of anime shenanigans, they end up having to fake a relationship with everyone they know. And all I can say is that this series is one big loop of a whole lot of nothing. I think I can speak for almost everybody when I say this dog shit series does not deserve anything good in life, and the reason so many people hate on it is because the main character is just so unbearable. I'm talking, I would rather get jumped and stomped out by a group of motherfuckers with Timbs on and get dunked on by Anthony Edwards in front of all my exes than live this dude's entire life. The only reason this series is getting any success is because A, people are hate watching to see how long it will take before development between the main characters actually happen, if any at all, and B, this shit is just gooner bait. Like, bro, the author isn't even trying to hide this shit either. And it's reasons like this as to why Kazuya gotta be one of the biggest losers in anime, dog. This motherfucker has spent hella bands on a rent-a-girlfriend, meaning that Chizuru, the main female lead, still, to this day, isn't even his actual girlfriend. Every chapter or episode so far is just him saying how hot Chizuru is, which gets to a point where it is uncomfortable and outright painful to listen to the same shit over and over again. understand. Kazuya literally got shit for brains. Ain't nothing upstairs. All and every one of his actions are controlled by what's downstairs, if y'all get what I'm saying. And bro, I don't even want to count how many times this dude has gooned over just thinking about the idea of having with Chizuru. And I don't know why the author has to draw out and make us sit through all these scenes. Like bro, get this shit off my screen. This shit is trash. If they are fans of this show, I genuinely do not understand how motherfuckers can sit through this and genuinely enjoy it. This dude out here looking like Tristan Thompson shooting straight bricks for an entire series and not once caught a dub. And bro, I wouldn't even be surprised if the female lead just straight up never got with him ever by the end of the series, because bro, this dude is more lusting over her rather than actually loving her. He really doesn't even deserve her at all. And you know what the crazy part about this show is? Kazuya's lifestyle is dead ass somebody's life right now. Straight jerking it every single day and spending bands to even get the chance to feel the touch of a woman. And bro, I would never wish this type of down bad life on anybody. That's how much this dude sucks. Now, before I get to talking about the last person, there's a character I feel should get an honorable mention, and that is Zanka from Gachi Akuta. Now, I know it might be way too early to put bro on this list, but don't worry, I ain't gonna shit on him too much because I actually fuck with Zanka as a character. Matter of fact, everybody from Gachi Akuta low-key tough. I messed with the show heavy. But bro, this zesty Shido looking ass dude Jabber just made Zanka his bitch. Not to mention that bro pulled up on Zanka like the paralysis demon in my room at 3 a.m. On a side note, Jabber was for real clutching a 1v2 against him and Rudo. And obviously, I don't want to spoil much because I have caught up to the manga, but all I gotta say is that if you are a Zanka fan, I got some bad news for you, gang. I gotta put my hand on your shoulder and look y'all in the eye when I say he facing heavy fraud allegations right now. And this scene right here from season 1 was only the beginning, but I'm hoping that Zanka gonna have a crazy ass comeback. But as it stands right now, it ain't looking too good, bruh. People are for real dubbing him the next Reggie. That is insane. Like Zanka, I need you to lock in so people will take you off fraud watch. Now, unlike Kazuya, this next character that I got for y'all is at least pretty likable, but he low-key kept getting bitched in his show. We got Mr. Potential Man himself, Megumi Fushiguro from Jujutsu Kaisen. Now, Megumi is a special case because he actually got a lot of fans. I personally don't hate him, but he also ain't my favorite character. However, he def got a few good moments in the show, so I respect him. But bro, holy shit, was he getting hold way much more throughout the entirety of JJK. If you were to tell me I could be one JJK character for the rest of my life, Megumi would probably be the last person on that list. I'm sorry. Saying you would want to be Megumi is the equivalent of saying if you were to choose any NBA player to be right now, you would choose Ben Simmons. You are quite literally choosing to suffer and get CTE for the rest of your life. What is wrong with you? And if you said you wanted to be Megumi because you'd have Maharaga in your arsenal, your degenerate ass is not taming him. Just stop it. This dude's life objectively sucks. I'm talking about he's living in straight purgatory. His own dad for real sold him off to a clan, grew up without a mom or dad, and instead grew up with the reincarnation of Bryson Tiller for a father figure. And I don't know about y'all, but me personally, I'm not trying to be a character that is so fucking sorry at close combat that my greatest trump card that I have in my inventory causes me to inadvertently unalive myself. Bro cannot run the ones if his life depended on it. His hands are literally non-existent. Not to mention, this dude has caught so many L's by so many different people, it's insane. Bro has taken beatings from Sukuna, Hanami, fucking Toto, and that's just to name a few. There are even more examples, but I think the craziest L he has ever taken, in my opinion, is that this dude had to summon Maharaga on an NPC. Like, bro, this shit was actually such overkill on an enemy who didn't even deserve Maharaga getting summoned on him. And his life gets even worse in the manga, because later on in the story, eventually Sukuna ends up bamboozling Yuji and Megumi, and ends up taking control over Megumi's body. And from there, it was raps. Megumi just had to take a backseat as he had no control over being able to save his sister or stop Sukuna from fighting Gojo. Also, during the Sukuna versus Gojo fight, Sukuna made sure that if he was going to get hit by Gojo's domain expansion, Megumi's soul was going to be the one who tanked the brunt force of the infinite void. And you know how cooked that is for the average person? Getting hit with infinite void for just a fraction of a second puts motherfuckers in a vegetative state for half a year. Now imagine Imagine getting hit with multiple seconds of that shit. You are cooked. If my mind were to get completely fried like that while some of the most important people to me died because Sukuna possessed my body, I would genuinely just give up on life too. To be honest, I really wonder who had a worse life throughout their series, Mark from Invincible or Megami. Anyways, that's gonna be it for anime's biggest losers. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If y'all want me to make a part 2, let me know, and I'll see y'all in the next one. We out this, so.